What is up, Cinders? Welcome back to Chicken Cindy's. And today I have something pretty fancy to install. Welcome everyone. If this is your first time, I'm Joshua. And today we're gonna be doing some work on the Binary Maniac. Probably my main bike I ride. Absolutely love this bike. Went a little crazy with the fork up front so I can kind of take it anywhere I'd like to go. I got a 150 up front. 38mm stanchion domain. Bike's pretty beastly. I love it. Around here, since it's a hardtail, I can kind of take it wherever I want to take it. But today we are here to talk about this fancy thing. There are honestly quite a few pros to this in my opinion. And one glaringly obvious con, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But on a positive note, the installation of this should be cake. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And just like that, the AXS Reverb dropper is installed. Very straightforward. If you are building a new bike, that would be one of the easiest dropper post installations I've ever done. Like straight up, you put it in, tighten it, you put the dropper remote on, tighten it, sync them with the buttons, and you're good to go. And this thing is angry, it's very aggressive. I mean, that's pretty cool. I love it. I took it out of the stand and was kind of sitting on it and just kind of going up and down with it. I mean, the actuation is pretty well instant. Having a button as opposed to a lever is a little different, so I'm gonna have to get used to that. But besides that, I really think it's pretty stinking cool. So let me talk about some of the pros that I really kind of feel strongly about over this specific dropper post, okay? It's nice, which I really like a lot. No cables. So with the fact of not having cables, you don't have to worry about something messing up at your lever, which I've worked on a couple friends' levers for like the cables fraying or coming unhooked, that kind of a situation. So it's kind of nice to know you don't have to worry about that at all. The cockpit looks super clean now, primarily because of the fact there's two cables. That's it. You have your right and left brake cable. I have the GX axis in the rear. So technically this bike's entirely wireless besides the brakes. So that's kind of cool. I like that a lot. The battery, which is kind of a con to some people, but in my opinion, I mean, it's supposed to last around 40 hours. It only takes about an hour to fully charge as well. So I mean, that's pretty cool. It's not like bad by any means in my opinion for that. So they both use the exact same batteries. So, I mean, I can carry an extra battery if I need to. I've only ever had one situation where my rear derailleur died on me, and that was probably a year ago or two. I legitimately forgot to charge it, so that's 100% on me. They take the RC 3020s, 3022 batteries, I think. I don't remember for sure, you know, the little button batteries. But I've only ever had one situation where that died on me on the shifter, And I thought it was my rear derailleur that died, and it turned out it was that little button battery. So now I carry an extra one of those, but they're supposed to last around 2 years, give or take. So I mean, that's really not something you should have to worry about. And I'd almost say for the price of them, at either the end or the beginning of each season, just swap them out and you should be fine. Another pro is you could technically buy one of these and swap them between all your bikes, okay? I am primarily only gonna use this on my binary. It's probably the only bike I could actually fit a 200 millimeter dropper on. This is 200 mils. But if you do have different bikes, some of you may not be aware of these. So Cane Creek makes adapters, okay? So you can see this is a 30.9 adapter to a 31.6. This bike takes 31.6. That's what this dropper post is a 31.6. So this dropper will only fit in 31.6 bikes, okay? But let's say I had a 39 bike, which I do have a couple of those. You could buy this, and basically this goes on the actual tube of the dropper itself, and it'll make it fit. So you have options, and these are like 10 bucks, give or take, $10, $15 if I recall. I've had this one for a while. But just knowing that, you know, the original dropper I bought on this was a 39, and I think it was because the 31.6s were all out of stock. But I was able just to buy this adapter and make it work. I've used these adapters many times. And just a heads up that you can do that you could buy the dropper a little bit smaller and get these shims so they'll work with all your bikes. So that kind of brings me to the main major con, and it's a 2-point con in my opinion, is the price, okay? I think right now online you can get them around $550, $600. That's about double, if not the triple, of some of the price of these dropper posts, okay? And the remote is not included, which that drives me batty. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that for the price that it does not include the dropper remote. You have to buy it separate, and then you have to actually link them together, which that is what it is. I mean, okay, whatever. Frustrating, yes, in my opinion, because that's another about $100 you have to spend. I feel like the ball was dropped pretty big there by SRAM, in my opinion. Another interesting thing is I didn't find an option for just one button actuation. It's all the 2-button actuation. So they both do the exact same. If you click the top button or if you click the bottom button, it'll make the dropper post go up or down. So basically when you click the button, it opens the actuation. So it'll come up, you hold the button to keep it open, to put it down with the weight of your body, okay? So it works like a normal dropper post. But I'm interested to see if maybe like down the line, there's like another wireless thing they're gonna incorporate, like maybe like a wireless front lockout or rear lockout or something for a full suspension. And you could use that button to like control that. That's really something cool that SRAM could potentially do in the future. I think that would be absolutely terrific. So yeah, one glaringly huge con, in my opinion, is the price. Now, technology comes with price, you know, that kind of a fun situation. I'm sure if you wait, you'd be able to find some deals on them, that kind of a thing. But, you know, until I get some real trail use, I can't really give you like a legitimate review. The pod itself uses a T25, and then the C-post actually uses a T25 as well, which that's the first time I've ever seen a T25 used for the seat post clamps to actually get I guess the saddle rails is what you'd call it, I'm sorry. But first time I've ever seen a T25 on that. So I don't know, is what it is. You may not have T-tools. Hopefully by now you do. It seems like SRAM's kind of going to the T25. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. So yeah, some interesting pros and cons. Hopefully you agree with most of those. If you don't, put down in the comments why or what you think about them, because I'd like to hear your input over it. But I'm really excited to have this. I'm really excited to get it on the binary. The binary needed some loving. Got it washed and cleaned and tuned and ready to go for this bike season. So hopefully here soon I'll be able to get out and get some rides on it. But yeah, Rockshox Reverb AXS. I mean, pretty stinking cool piece of technology in my opinion, and I'm really excited to get it on the trail. If you have one, let me know what you think. If you're thinking about getting one, let me know like why you want one or why you wouldn't get one. I'm kind of interested in your guys' opinions on this, especially being a little bit more of an expensive piece of gear. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm excited. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and I guess until next time, everybody take care.